Hey Student Success, welcome to week 6. We are getting very close to the end of the semester at this point, and so I just do want to remind you again that your student services assignment is coming due very soon at this point. So you have until the end of week 8. So you want to make sure that you have gone into your My Stark State, you've taken a look at your workshop offerings, that you are going to sign up for a workshop. Again, I know my screen's probably cutting it off just a little bit right now, but looking through and seeing, we are at the end of September as I'm recording this. So you want to make sure that you're starting to look at your October options because we are done in mid-October. So please register and attend your workshop or student life activity, something to get your credit for that assignment because it is coming due very soon. All right, so I do want to real quickly mention that by the end of this week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, week 1 is reopening. So you can already see it is scheduled to open the 7th, 8th, 9th of October. So the end of week 6, week 1 is reopening. So for anyone who missed week 1 assignments, there was quite a bit going on in here. So you are hopefully going to be able to take advantage of that opportunity. So be on the lookout. I have it opening up Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, the end of week 6 weekend. Week 1 will reopen. So that'll give some of you a chance, maybe if you were a late add or you just were having trouble with Blackboard navigation. And then you will also be able to make up some work in weeks 2 and 3 coming up as well. So I just want to let you know week 1 will reopen first. All right, so let's jump down. We're going to be in week 6. If you have not already done so, go ahead and check out the week 6 lecture video. It is over chapter 6, so it's a nice alignment there. So you can see here are our assignments for this week. We do have a discussion board. So discussion posts due by Wednesday for week 6 attendance points, responded to classmates by Sunday. You have your chapter 6 assignment, a test your memory assignment, and a how well do you study assignment. So we're back to a fairly busy week. I know in week 5, we only had a couple assignments and no discussion board. So we're back to a kind of a typical week here with the discussion board and then several assignments. So let's jump into the actual assignment folder. So here is your discussion post. So chapter 6, it says, in this forum, you're answering these 2 questions. What forms of academic dishonesty are most prevalent on your campus, and what can you do to avoid them in your career? So as a reminder, in your chapter 6 lecture video, we did talk about this. So I'm just going to kind of pop in here and go to this section right here, talking about academic honesty or dishonesty. So here are some examples of academic dishonesty that you can kind of pull from for this. Cheating, plagiarism, fabrication, obtaining an unfair advantage, aiding and abetting, falsification, and authorized access. So I know I talk about these a little bit more in detail in your lecture video. So if you need to revisit that or just revisit this section to make sure that you have a basis for what you're going to say in your discussion forum. So that is the first thing you're going to do as part of your prompt. It is going to ask you what forms are most prevalent on your campus. Now, if you are first semester and all you are doing is online, you can speak to that. This is what you think the most prevalent academic dishonesty is as an online student. Or if you are on campus, you can talk about on campus. Or if you are freshly out of high school or high school was not that long ago, you can talk about what was prevalent in your high school. So kind of just base it on your own experience. And then what can you do to avoid making those same academic and dishonesty mistakes? How can you avoid cheating? How can you avoid plagiarism? How can you avoid getting an unfair advantage? What can you do? So you want to answer those 2 questions and then respond to 2 classmates. So post your original by Wednesday, respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. All right, your chapter 6 assignment. So there are 3 parts to this. So please make sure you do all 3 parts. I often have students who do the first 2 and then they skip it because they don't watch my video or they just don't see this down here or something. So number 1, read the attached article. All right, let's pull up the attached article. Here it is, PDF. It's a rather short article. This first page is mostly the picture. And then here is the actual article right here with some on the last page. So step 1, read the article. Step 2, choose one of the following verbs included here and write an essay question. So part of chapter 6 talked about test taking, different types of tests, and verbs and what is really being asked of you. So you are going to choose one or more verbs here, because you can do like compare and contrast. Sometimes you combine them together. Create a question. If you were the teacher creating a test question based on this article, how would you word that? Please explain, justify this, clarify that. So you are creating the test question. So that is part 2. You read the essay first. Part 2 is create an essay question using a verb here or a combination of verbs here to write an essay question. Then part 3, that's going to get you the rest of the points, answer that question. So if you say to summarize, you're going to have to summarize. So whatever you ask, you have to do. So create the essay question and then answer your question in 3 to 5 complete sentences. Right? So you can just simply click in here and it repeats right here again under write submission. Go ahead and pose the question and then answer it. So question, one of those verbs, and then answer it. All right, and then that is your chapter 6 assignment. From there, you have 2 more assignments. I know there's 3 things here, but 2 more because these actually go together. So you are first going to take your test your memory survey. So it's going to pop up in its own separate window. And I'm not going to leave it up here too long because it's going to talk to you. It's going to show you like this. There we go. A screen, and your job, and I really want you to try it because I'm not going to grade you on how well your memory is. I'm going to grade you on how you answer the questions. So you're going to take this quick little test your memory survey, and then, because I won't see your results, I won't see how you did, but all you're going to do down here is tell me how many words were you able to remember. There's going to be a box of all these words, and you're going to have to just quickly try to remember as many as you can. Which words did you forget, and what strategy did you use? Because chapter 6 also talks about, memory tricks and tips. So what strategy did you use to help you remember those words? So again, this is one where you click right in and hit write submission and answer the questions right there. How many words? What words did you forget? And what techniques did you use to help you remember? Okay, so you have to take this quick little survey right here in order to answer this 3 questions right here. All right, and then the last thing, this is an automatically graded assignment. How well do you study? This is another one of those where it's going to pop up and it's going to walk you through a series of questions. And you're just going to click next. Yep, you're going to give yourself a rating, go all the way through to the end. And that is your how well do you study. Again, that's automatically graded. So you want to check your My Grades to make sure that it has in fact gone through, that it was recorded in the grade book. All right, so as I've been doing, I will message you when I see that you have all of your assignments in. I typically do that all the way up through sometimes Saturday night or Sunday morning, but then later in the day, Sunday, I typically do not let you know you finished because at that point it's kind of already late in the week. But as a quick recap, you are hopefully signing up for and attending your workshops. Then you're posting your Chapter 6 discussion original about academic honesty in the forum by Wednesday for week 6 attendance, responded to class days by Sunday. Complete your Chapter 6 assignment that had to do with reading this, creating a test question using one of those verbs, and then answering that test question. Test your memory assignment, do the little activity, and then answer the 3 questions that go along with it. And then the how well do you study assignment. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great week.